On Dirt Racing News here at the Merrittville Speedway, getting ready for tonight's Spring Sizzler. Standing here with Mike Bowman, who's always a favorite. Mike, we'll start by looking back at last season, probably the biggest win of your career, the big block event here at Merrittville. Talk about what that win meant to you.
Definitely the biggest one of our career. You show up here on a night like that when all the heavy hitters are in town, and you really just hope to get in the top 10. But some nights are just magical for whatever reason. Everything just goes your way, and that was just one of those nights.
You've got a lot of good supporters on this team that really seemed to pick up your program last year just to another level and helped you get that win and some strong performances. Talk about who all helps on this car to get you to the racetrack.
Yeah, we got Derek Miller, Georgie Michaud. They go over the car, make sure everything's in the right spot. Make sure bolts are tight. We got a real good shock program this year. We spent some money on that this winter. My dad, he helps us out a lot too, keeping us focused while we're at the racetrack, even getting lineups, timing other classes to keep us on top of where the racetrack's at. So it's a group effort, and I'm real lucky to have these guys.
Anyone that's been surfing Facebook has seen a couple of Seaway Power Group cars this season. Talk about your 2013 plans there.
Yeah, we made a deal with Larry to drive the other car. He's brought on a bunch of his own supporters to fund that program. So really, it's just an opportunity for us to work with somebody who's really experienced here. Larry's won 3 championships, and hopefully, pooling resources and thinking together is going to make both of us better. So that's kind of the idea behind that.
Last year, you had a bit of an outlaw schedule, I guess we'll call it. You went to a bunch of different tracks. What's your focus this year? Will you be running full-time here, or are you going to kind of stick to what you did last season?
Right now, the plan is to take a shot at it again here, and if we ever feel like that's beyond our reach, if we have a few bad nights and there's no way that we're going to contend for the title. I mean, that's the only thing we're really interested in at this point. So if that happens, then you may see a schedule something like last year, where we will take some time off and do some other things. But as of right now, we're coming off a win here, the last race of the season, so we're just gonna keep flying.
Now, a very professionally prepared race car each and every time you're at the track, and that's due to the great sponsors that you have on your car. Who all would you like to thank? Yeah,
we're thankful to have Ryko back on board for this year. Seaway Fluid Power Group, Spear Electrical's on board. They've been a sponsor of Larry's for a number of years, and with the team this year, they've come on board with both cars to help us out. So ERD engines in both cars. Terry, Carl, Rob, Joe, everybody down there, Travis. They all work hard to get the engines tuned and keep us competitive.
On a final note, tonight, the Spring Sizzler, no points on the line, and we always see a lot of visitors come into town. Talk about how different tonight is compared to the rest of the year here at Merrittville.
Well, it's tough. The track was a little bit of a curveball last week at practice, so if it's anything like that, it's going to be even more difficult for these guys that haven't run on it. But lots of them know what they're doing. Danny O'Brien, for sure, is no stranger to victory lane at Merrittville Speedway, and I look forward to racing with him tonight.
There you go. That's Mike Bowman getting ready for tonight's Spring Sizzler here at the Merrittville Speedway. I'm Greg Kellman, and we've got you covered on Dirt.